Yesterday's demonstration was supposed to be a peaceful movement about the right to protest, but the violence into which it descended shocked the country. The Home Secretary, Priti Patel, labelled it thuggery and called it unacceptable. Bristol Mayor Marvin Rees says he's disgusted, and the chair of the Police Federation says those responsible should expect serious time in prison. 20 officers were injured last night, some seriously, but many protesters I spoke to at the time felt their actions were justified.
So what they're doing right now is basically pressing our human rights. And if we don't fight for our human right, we are going to be caged animals because of those gorillas.
It's not okay for us. We're not happy. We don't like the system and we want to change it. We have that right.
You make the headlines by doing this sort of stuff, and the bill is a joke. I think it's disgusting.
If we were out here peacefully, they'd just go, oh, they don't care that much. The fact that we're causing issues and causing damages is what gets them thinking.
This will lead to one of the biggest appeals for wanted suspects that we've ever done. It's the day after the night before, and as the clean-up begins here on Bridewell Street, Avon and Somerset Police say they'll come down hard on those responsible for last night's violence. The front of the police station here behind me is boarded up. There's smashed windows, graffiti dons the surrounding buildings, and there's scorch marks on the street where cars and vans were set alight.
We've got brave and resilient people, so I've been walking around the station and people are at work. You can see that there's very significant damage. It will cost thousands and thousands of pounds to put right. And 9 of the vehicles damaged last night that won't be going about their work today were safeguarding lighthouse teams, protecting vulnerable people. In terms of the damage to the vehicles, the cost of the policing and the investigation, I would say this will be over £1 million.
Well, it's shocking really, because it goes against what people were trying to achieve, which is that peaceful protest is a possible thing and something that we'd have a right to do, and it feels as though that this probably spoilt that for people, or spoilt the message that people were trying to get across. So it seems a shame really.
It's very sad because there's a lot of people that agreed with what went on yesterday, and sadly there wasn't a great deal of the older generation down here. Maybe that's the COVID, I don't know. But in general, no, it's just a sad sign of the days, I think, at the minute.
20 police officers were injured in last night's violence. Some suffered broken bones, one a punctured lung. Yesterday's events were supposed to be about the right to peacefully protest, but many feel the way the night ended will have completely backfired on the movement. Exactly how this plays out, what happens in the days to come, remains to be seen.